Hello and welcome to the Met Office Week Ahead forecast. It's yet another week of significant contrasts across the UK, with mild weather often in the south and rain at times, much colder in the north, with, in some places, substantial snow, particularly northeast Scotland by the end of the week. It's been cold for some time in the north, with cold air remaining in Scotland and parts of northern England during this week. Mild air pushing in from the southwest leads to a battleground situation. Weather fronts coming up against the cold air will lead to the risk of snowfall. And as we start off Tuesday, the early rainfall will be easing across the southern half of the UK, but it will be falling as snow over some northern areas. Initially, rain and hill snow for Northern Ireland, that eases, snow mainly over the Antrim Hills, but the most significant snowfall expected for parts of northern England into southern Scotland. There could be some snow at lower levels, a couple of centimetres or so in places away from coast, but the most disruptive snow likely over the higher parts of northern England and southern Scotland, 10 centimetres for many, and over some of the highest level routes, disruption from 20 centimetres of snow. It is easing and it's turning back to rain there for the South Pennines towards the afternoon, although there could be some freezing rain leading to some icy patches. Meanwhile, more bouts of wet weather push into Northern Ireland, Wales and the southwest. Some heavy showers here falling on saturated ground along with a strong southwesterly breeze. And of course, that's keeping things mild in the south. 12 to 14 Celsius, but much colder further north, and it's always in that boundary where we're seeing some significant snow during the coming days. A similar situation on Wednesday. Some heavy rain first thing, I think, for the southeast of England. That eases away, and then once again our attention on the central part of the UK, where there will be some mainly rain at lower levels, but some significant hill snow. And in this warning area, snow warning for 20 centimetres, perhaps as much as 40 centimetres over the Grampians. So significant hill snow, but rain at lower levels during Wednesday, and further heavy showers coming into Wales and the south, although a better chance of some sunshine and drier interludes, I think, during Wednesday for southern counties. Staying cold in the far north, where it will also be bright, but some wintry showers for Shetland, Orkney and the far north of Scotland. But it's certainly going to feel cold through this central zone where we've got the rain and hill snow continuing during Wednesday. Now into Wednesday night, you can see that battleground really, this weather front in between the very cold air across Scotland and the much milder air further south. And the isobars tightening, strengthening east to northeast winds across Scotland into Thursday, and that will just drive further areas of snowfall, especially over the higher parts of northeast Scotland throughout much of Thursday. Rain around coastal areas at the very lowest levels, and outbreaks of rain also for northern England into parts of Wales, as well as the southwest later in the day. So showers or longer spells of rain for many, but the brightest and driest weather in the southeast, 11 Celsius here, cold and bright in the far north, and perhaps a drier day to come for Northern Ireland. This is the snow warning though, and it's from Thursday to Saturday, because throughout this time those strong northeast winds will blow heavy snowfall into the higher parts of northeast Scotland, and in fact that snow eventually affecting lower parts as well away from immediate coasts. 20 to 30 centimetres building up over hills, and horrible conditions over the hills with blizzards along with gale force winds. Now that continues into Friday. It's relentless, that snow in some parts of northeast Scotland, and the cold air is starting to sink south once again to bring some hill snow to southern Scotland and northern England. But brighter skies for Northern Ireland, for southern parts of England as well as Wales, and a largely dry day for the south, although temperatures by this stage starting to come down back to average in the south, staying on the cold side further north. And into the weekend, this is the low that's dominating things throughout the second half of the week. And although there is some uncertainty about the shape and track of this low, what looks highly likely is that it will sink south at some point, and cold easterly winds in the north will also sink south, spreading very cold air to all parts of the UK. So although it's mild at times during the first half of this week in the south, the cold air in the north spreads south through the weekend, easterly winds developing eventually, and that brings the enhanced risk of snow by the start of next week for some, especially in the east, because that's where the winds are coming from. But stay tuned for more updates on that as and when we get more information. And of course, you can stay across all the updates by following us on social media. Bye-bye.